Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Josh here with Work Save Bitcoin, the channel where we talk about protecting your time and energy by saving in Bitcoin, no matter your budget. Today, we're diving into MicroStrategy, MSTR, a company that's made a bold bet on Bitcoin. So should you buy MSTR stock? Let's break down their strategy and whether it's a smart move for you. What makes MicroStrategy different? MicroStrategy isn't your typical tech company. Their business strategy is to use Bitcoin as a reserve asset and leverage it to outpace dollar debasement. They've been acquiring Bitcoin aggressively since 2020, using a mix of corporate cash, debt, and equity raises. Essentially, MicroStrategy is a speculative attack on the US dollar, using Bitcoin as a tool to protect and grow shareholder value. This means MSTR stock gives you major exposure to Bitcoin's price action without directly holding Bitcoin yourself. Who should and shouldn't buy MSTR? Let's start with who shouldn't buy MicroStrategy stock. If you're new to Bitcoin, still learning the basics, or haven't yet built a solid Bitcoin savings, MSTR probably isn't for you. MicroStrategy stock is not a replacement for owning Bitcoin. It's more volatile, and you're putting trust in a company rather than holding the asset directly. Now, who should consider buying MSTR? If you've spent 50 to 100 hours studying Bitcoin and have a deep conviction in its long-term potential, MSTR might be worth looking at. This is especially true if you already own a solid Bitcoin stack and long-term storage. Think of MSTR as a way to add additional exposure, specifically if you have funds locked in a stock account like a 401k or an IRA. Your plan can then be to take your profits from MicroStrategy stock and use it to buy more Bitcoin. Why MSTR can be a smart play? MicroStrategy could be a great option for some people because it gives you leveraged exposure to Bitcoin. When Bitcoin goes up, MSTR stock often goes up even more thanks to their strategic use of debt to acquire Bitcoin. If you're in traditional finance and want to integrate Bitcoin exposure into your portfolio, MSTR allows you to do that without dealing with Bitcoin custody directly. However, owning MSTR is very different from owning Bitcoin itself. With Bitcoin, you have complete self-sovereignty, you control your private keys and your wealth. But with MSTR, you're trusting Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy team to manage their Bitcoin holdings effectively and execute their strategy long-term. For the right person, someone who understands Bitcoin, has conviction, and wants exposure through the stock market, MSTR could be an excellent complement to your Bitcoin holdings. Things to keep in mind: remember, owning MSTR is not the same as owning Bitcoin. With Bitcoin, you have full control through self-custody. With MSTR, you're trusting MicroStrategy's leadership to execute their vision. MSTR stock comes with additional risks, including the broader stock market's movements and regulatory pressures on corporations holding Bitcoin. MSTR is for those who already understand Bitcoin's fundamentals and want an amplified exposure through traditional finance. So is MSTR right for you? MicroStrategy is a bold and fascinating play in the Bitcoin ecosystem, but it's not a replacement for holding Bitcoin yourself. If you're not ready for the volatility or don't have conviction in Bitcoin's fundamentals, focus on building your Bitcoin stack first. But if you're looking for a way to integrate Bitcoin exposure into your portfolio and are prepared for the ride, MSTR might be worth a closer look. Personally, I'm a big fan of Michael Saylor and what he's doing at MicroStrategy. I think the strategy is pretty sound, but you should still do your own research. But for me, I plan on allocating some funds to MicroStrategy stock and then hopefully using those profits to accumulate more Bitcoin. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Together, let's work, save, and build a brighter future with Bitcoin. See you in the next video.